Jojo, thank you so much for joining me for this interview. I'm sorry it didn't work out this time, but it was the first time you met Faker on the Rift. How was it?
I mean, Faker's the greatest player of all time, so it was, a good feeling versing him finally. So yeah, it was just great versing him.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you came here with a very specific setup and win conditions, having to play on the sidelines, which is a tricky thing to put on place, I guess, against T1. What was the turning point of the game for you?
Turning point when we lost, or?
I would say so, yeah.
I don't know.
Because you had it, I mean, you went toe-to-toe with them, and then at some point...
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were in a pretty good spot, and then
right?
that bot fight kind of, I guess it didn't work out, and also the fight before Dragon, we kind of got shit on, so I guess after those two fights, the game became really hard, but yeah.
All right, well, I talked to your coach, I talked to Vulcan. A lot of what came out from these discussions was that it's all about learning also from this tournament, especially with you being one of the youngest players at MSI today. Tell me about the experience so far at the tournament, especially facing one of the most experienced and veterans of the scene.
I mean, it's been great versing all these MSI players, and I really think I improved a lot. I felt like I can do whatever I wanted in NA, and no one would exploit me that much, but I kind of have to really think about what I'm doing in MSI. In LCS, not really, so I mean, it's great that I'm really put to the test, and I think I learned a lot, so it's been good.
I always think it's interesting that you take a lot of learnings, especially from this game. Could you maybe go deeper into what you learned, especially when it comes to the laning phase, facing Faker, Xiaohu, and other mid laners maybe?
I mean, just every movement they make and every ability they cast is like in lane, they think about it, so you kind of have to think about every movement you're making in lane, and you can't just autopilot or anything, but in LCS you can kind of autopilot and just scale. I mean, that's not what I did, but that's like what a lot of players would do, right? So I mean, just you have to constantly keep thinking about every move. So yeah. I mean, it's way more fun that way too, because I mean, it's obviously way more fun to verse better players. So
yeah, I can imagine. Now, okay, focusing on EG and the rest of the competition, we just wrapped up the first part of the Rumble stage, playing the first 5 teams. How do you reflect on the performance for EG so far, and what kind of expectations can we set for the second part of the round robin?
I think like the games we played, and even this game, I would say sometimes we're playing too scared. I feel like we can make more plays and we can be more proactive. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, because I feel like what's holding us down is we're not too confident in making aggressive plays, and I feel like once we get in the mood of doing that much more better and much more consistent, that the results will be way better. Yeah.
All right, that's a contrast though, because not too confident on the Rift, but you've been very confident off the Rift though, if I may.
I don't want to say me, but I would just say, like, as a team, maybe we don't want to do some plays which I think are, or some other players think are good plays. So yeah.
All right, I hope you can find your form in the 5 games we have next. A couple words maybe on the social media games that we saw from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun, and that's all. I just like it, yeah.
Gotta love the spice. Thank you, Jojo, for the interview. Good luck on the rest of the games.
Thank you.
And Berlin, back to you.